and welcome back to the Messy Bookshelf. I am in low quality again today for the full video because I was filming another video and my card ran out and I just don't really have a whole lot of time to be messing around with it. So I'm just going to do this rapid fire book tag for you today because I promised you a video and I'm not going back on my promises anymore. So I'm just going to get right into it. I will link the original video down below. On to the questions. Ebook or physical book? I like both. I prefer physical book, but I like the fact that ebooks allow me to bring many books when I'm traveling. Paperback or hardback? This one's a hard one. I think I prefer paperback, but sometimes hardbacks look nicer. So we'll go with paperback. Online or in-store book shopping? I work in a bookstore, so I tend to do most of my shopping in-store, so I'm going to go with that one. Trilogies or series? I'm going to go with series because there's not a whole lot of series out nowadays. It's mostly just trilogies. Very rarely will you get multiple book series, duologies, so I'm going to go with series. Heroes or villains? I'm going to say heroes. A book you want everyone to read. Your Voice is All I Hear by Leah Schreier. I mentioned this in Friday's video. It's just a fantastic book. It deals with mental illness and schizophrenia, so it's definitely a must read if you haven't already checked that out. Recommend an underrated book. Don't hear a lot of people talking about, I'm going to go with Symptoms of Being Human. Again, another book that I mentioned on Friday. It's a fantastic book about a gender fluid teen, and I think it's kind of underrated. I don't think a lot of people talk about it, especially here on YouTube, but it's definitely a really good read and you should check it out if you like LGBT, or even if you don't. Check it out anyway. Just read it. The last book you finished. The last book I completely finished is The Merciless 2, The Exorcism of Sophia Flores. I think that's her name. The last book you bought. The last book I bought is actually Cravings by the Chrissy Teigen cookbook. I've recently decided that I want to get into cooking, so I picked up the book because there was quite a few things that looked really delicious that I wanted to try, so I'm going to give it a shot. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark? Tissue, probably. Not a used tissue, but a tissue. Used books, yes or no? 100 times yes. Top 3 favorite genres? Teen, fantasy, and memoir. Borrow or buy? Buy. Characters or plot? Characters. Long or short books? I'm going to go with short because sometimes the long books are very long. Long or short chapters? Short chapters. If you've been here for a while, you know how much I hate long chapters. Name the first 3 books you think of. Clockwork Angel, A Court of Mist and Fury, Merciless 2. Mostly because when I looked up, those were the 3 books that were staring at me. Books that makes you laugh or cry. Run by Cody Keplinger made me cry. A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihira made me cry. If I Stay made me cry. Books that made me laugh. Books usually tend to make me laugh. I'm very known for giggling while I'm reading a book, so basically any book I read, as long as it's funny, I've probably laughed. Our world or fictional worlds? This one's hard because I'd love to go to like the magic world, but it's still part of our world kind of. So I'm gonna say our world, I guess, or maybe if there was like some visual. None of the books that I've read have been like super fantastic with their worlds, so I think I'm just gonna stick to the one that I know. Audiobooks, yes or no? Yes. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yeah, I do. I hate to say it, but I do. Now, if I hear good things about it, I'm less likely to judge it by its cover, but if I don't know anything about it, I will tend to judge by its cover. Book to movie or book to TV adaptations? See, it depends on the book because Game of Thrones is a really good TV show. Sometimes books don't really translate to TV as well. Like, I'm just going to go with book to TV. You get more out of it. Books to movies are great. As we saw with the Shadowhunters TV show it's not amazing. It's not perfect, but it's better than the movie was. So I'm going to go with book to TV. A movie or TV show you prefer to its book? I don't really know. Game of Thrones. I'm going to go with Game of Thrones because I'm pretty much caught up. I haven't watched the last episode that aired, but I haven't managed to get through the first book because it's just so big and the words are so tiny. Series or standalones? I kind of want to go with standalones because I find sometimes series just go on and there's no real purpose to it, while sometimes with standalones, you're not getting enough from that one book. But I'm still going to go with standalones because it's not very often that you see standalones nowadays. So that is the end of the book tag. Let me know down below if you've done this book tag or what would you choose for some of these questions. I will post the questions down below in the description if you want to do this video or tag. See you on Tuesday. Bye!